Ha! Here we is. Here we is. Live and alert on the north side of the dirt. It's your man D Real bringing you the real spill on a dollar bill. Wow. Bars. And besides me, if y'all don't recognize the man already, I know you do, because that's probably what you came here for. Anyways, it's Theo B from I Ain't Saying, I'm Just Saying. And Groovy Faye is in the building already. What's up, Groovy? And my man Ronnie is in the building. Y'all, man, okay, we got some early birds up in this.
Ronnie, Bobby, Ricky, and Mike. If I love the girl, who cares who you like? Cool it.
Yeah, y'all might as well get ready, because you're gonna be dealing with shit like that all evening long.
We
on an OG spree, and we do what OGs do. So yes, we ain't apologizing for nothing.
I mean, people lie in our face all the time and don't apologize for nothing. So I ain't but 5'8.5". I'm tired of being asked to be the bigger man. I can't grow no more. I can't grow no more. Tired. Stop asking me that.
Yeah, I can't be bigger. But I can be smarter. And for people who said it's chess not checkers, but was still playing checkers, now understand that I know how to play chess.
Hold on, watch this. 3-dimensional chess.
Yeah. So we ain't. I don't expect to hear no more slick chess and checker references anymore in my presence. Otherwise, I'll be forced to show you better than I can tell you.
I better not hear from nobody else that wasn't in the military that it's military strategy. You better not say that. You better not say that to another veteran, because we might have to go round back next time. I might have to see what that looked like. Don't do that no more. Don't do that no more. Good God Almighty Jesus, don't do that no more.
Okay. I don't know if that's a compliment. Jaren said Theo B looking like Blue Marvel and D Real looking like Luke Cage. Okay, I represent that remark a little bit. Okay, all right. Thank you. Yeah, all right. Well, Jarence, just know that I will not wear a costume like that, brother. Yeah, y'all ain't gonna be able to pay me to wear no stuff like that.
Yes.
Nobody. I thought Danny was Luke's friend.
No, the woman talked trash to my dog, and still that's what she gave him. Like, you talk to him, you talk trash to the dude. Like,
she talk about his yellow suit.
Yeah, talking about you voted for the other guy. You really don't like my boy, do you?
and you see what her Wi-Fi password was, right?
Yeah, like, boy, look.
See, she voted for Trump.
Listen,
no wonder.
She ain't like my dog at all. She ain't have to do my dog like that.
Hey, Keita, how you doing, Miss Ma'am? We just in here waiting for y'all to commiserate to a high enough level, and we can start doing what we doing. We only 3 minutes in. Don't get impatient, y'all. Don't get impatient. That's the makings of a live. Patience. Yeah. So we gonna I'm a flex like Luke Cage. Let
me see something real quick here, because this thing making me kind of getting my feelings a little bit. Hold on a second here. Let me see. Did it send? There we go. They come back. I know I might be. I'm come back. There we go. Bam. I should be back in here. Now, there we go.
With background music or without?
You know what? I want to be able to play some music and not get in trouble for it.
Well, this right here. This right here is made by yours truly. So ain't nobody getting in trouble playing this.
But you know what?
How about that?
Maybe I'm greedy.
I want that option, and I want the other option too. You know what? Because ain't nobody really playing R&B music like they should. Like, hey, R&B artists, y'all ain't really got no DJ. Y'all ain't really got nobody putting y'all on like we used to put y'all on back in the day with video. So y'all tripping. Artists used to drop videos every week, highlighting their music and everything like that. Me and D Real sitting right here now. Y'all set tripping. Y'all tripping. Y'all.
And I already do the radio. So if y'all wanna nationally syndicate something with me on it, I would be all too happy to give you a nationally syndicated version of my radio show. So whoever listening to that, take that for whatever it's worth. Yeah, shameless. If I can't do shameless plugs on my channel, where can I do? Oh, Django said with music.
Don't wake me, I'm dreaming.
Yeah, he said don't put it down. I got it down to about 30 right now, out of 100. So yeah, we got it down to where it can still be heard, and you know what I'm saying? Be something. Okay, that's Groovy, that's Jerence, that's Django, that's the professor. Kamoyo Kid in the building. What's good? My orator, and as we used to say in the military, my sergeant at arms. So
we got 2 moderators in the building. Y'all don't come in here saying nothing crazy.
Well, and that's why I say I letting them know up top. We got somebody rush your ass out the door. You start talking slick. We not here for that. We here for some positive energy. We here to have a good time. We here to entertain. If you with that, stay. If you ain't, go out the same way you came in. That's how we do it.
We here to talk about some good reads, some Avengers, a comic book that's featuring T'Challa. You know what I'm saying? The guy that we love, the guy that we like. You know what I'm saying? And you know what's crazy? I had somebody, for no reason whatsoever, shout out to Buckmeister. Somebody went after him again to my T'Challa dead. I said, is he? I said, it's crazy you say that. I said, because every month I get to see him in his own comic book, and he's also in the Avengers comic book, and damn it, he's also going to be showing up in his own Ultimate series, and with dadgum, they dropping a brand new Black Panther action figure in January. So when you say he dead, you sure? I mean in the MCU, but the MCU is based on the comic, so not the other way around. So once again, are you sure he's dead? See that?
And I think the entire MCU will die before T'Challa.
Before T'Challa, I see T'Challa several times a month, brand new, not some old stuff. I see him every month doing some new stuff. So I don't. When folks say he dead, I'm gonna be low key petty with him. Like, you sure? You the only one that's missing T'Challa. I'm not missing it.
Well, this I believe will be the first time ever that we've had 2 monthly Black Panther comic books being published at the same time. I ain't talking about World of Wakanda. I ain't talking about Voices. I ain't talking about Agents of Wakanda. I'm talking about 2 comic books that's going to be getting printed every month. They got the name Black Panther on the cover, and they about the same person, but in different universes.
Since we changing the definition of recast, damn it, we got him recast twice. Since we changing the definition of stuff.
Stop the cat. I see. Let me what y'all talking about in the comments. Django, what you saying, bruh? Buckmeister is the Hatu Zaraze of the BPFG. I like that, and he does his job well. Man is constantly warring with people on Twitter without fail, battling day in, day out. He more dedicated than Hunter. Hey, I heard no lies in that comment. None whatsoever.
None. Look. You see how we doing it? Like,
Hey.
yeah, look. And the thing is like, I love the fact, and maybe I shouldn't say I love the fact, but to me, we talking to me, you, Brandon, Diabolical, we stopping it up today. Everything is cyclical. Everything has a pattern to it. And it's crazy because it's like the stuff that Black Panther fans will stand for, the stuff that Recast T'Challa stand for, it's the stuff that Jonathan Majors going through. Let me say it one more time. The stuff that the Black Panther fan group, Recast T'Challa, Rock With Me Nation, the things that they stand for, it's everything that Jonathan Majors going through. You know what it's looking like? It's like this. Oh, so y'all that group, huh? Yes. Yeah. We're not conditioned. We're consistent with our messages. We're not casual with it. When folks was talking about what they gonna do about Jonathan Majors, if you mad at Walt Disney, if you mad at Marvel, well, hell, we was already mad at them about T'Challa. So
2 years ago, 3 years ago, I already wrote them punk asses off, man. So it's like, I don't know if we mad at Marvel. I've been, y'all. Welcome to the battle, y'all. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the front line being pissed off at Marvel and telling y'all why. It ain't nobody. We're looking forward to another wonderful movie. No, they're gonna do it this time. No, they're not, because the machine is broke.
Watch this. All they did to me was move up my timetable. Now they just took Deadpool 4. I'm gonna say Deadpool 3. They just removed Deadpool 3. Watch this. They just removed Deadpool 3 and What If Season 2 off my must-watch list. They did. So now I get to sit back, because you're not going to do one brother wrong thinking I'm going to help you. Like, that ain't what we doing over here. So now I get to look. Now it's a tough question. And I'm so glad I ain't got to answer this question. If you've been rocking with Marvel, and you act like you feeling some type of way, like you like you felt some type of way before, what you finna do? Because they know what I'm finna do. They know what D-Real finna do.
Oh,
we ain't got to answer these questions.
Okay. Yeah.
The question now, what y'all finna do? And mind you, it's on y'all. It's not on us. They already know what me and D-Real finna do. They already know what me and you They already know what the question is, what y'all finna do? Because y'all content creators. Y'all content creators.
Are they going scorched earth? Because they look like they're going scorched earth to me, bro. It look like they just like, we gonna destroy it. We gonna burn it down. We don't care what happens to it at this point.
Yeah, Kamoyo
said and that's what's happening, because they aren't trying to be mindful of what they're doing. They not trying, you know what I'm saying? It's like plot lines. Ashura sent me something today. And it was like 10 reasons why the MCU is failing. And normally when Ashura sends me something, I take it with a grain of salt, because some of it'll be like, boom, it'll be a jewel. And other times it'll be like, what you send this to me for? But this particular thing there's a lot of noteworthy content in it. And one of the things they were saying, and stop me if you heard this one before, they aren't telling good stories. It's become the same repetitive thing over and over again. You just take out one group of characters and insert another group of characters, and it's the same thing. A little bit of action, a bunch of humor, that same kind of boring ass villain. Just the same cyclical, like you said. That's what it is now. They're super duper cyclical.
I'm gonna say this as somebody that's a literary scholar. I'm gonna say this. Somebody that's a literary scholar. There's nothing more frustrating than people that aren't literary scholars speaking on your craft, speaking on your art, because literature is a form of art. And it's one of those things where I look at, And it just turns my stomach because I'm like, you have not studied. Charlemagne the God, shut up. you speak on literature and you're not that person. You don't care for it like that. And it's not just Charlemagne the God. It's entertainers that have not put that work in. Literature is a form of art. Anybody that's a literary scholar knows bad storytelling, bad writing. And people take bad writing for granted. No, if you like a TV show, good writing. Regardless of what that genre of TV show or movie is, it's good writing. If it's bad writing, it doesn't matter if a movie comes out one time with bad writing. It doesn't matter if that movie sees the light of day one time or it sees the light of day 15 times. It's still bad. So all this nonsense, foolishness about, well, it's superhero fatigue, as somebody alluded to before, superhero comics been going on for 80 years. We go to the comic book store every Wednesday. What you talking about superhero fatigue? Like, that is the dumbest, but you know what that is? That's somebody who does not have respect for the superhero genre, speaking on the superhero genre, and I wish all of them would politely shut the hell up.
Yes, I agree 100%. As far as people not knowing what they're talking about, these are the people that are running Marvel Studios, Disney. These are the people that are got billions and billions of dollars at their disposal. And so out of all the thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands and thousands of characters that you can make a TV series about, you said Echo. That's exactly who the fuck we need to make a series about.
I'm not laughing because you said Echo. I'm laughing because even with that, they care enough about the character to not get the character right. You still can't explain why you changing her tribe. You can't. You just doing it, and so that be one of the things where it's like you're doing. No, I don't. If you don't care, I don't care. You don't care. Yeah. I don't care because I'm empathetic. I think a public statement needs to be released in regards to why you changed her tribe from what it is in the comic book. I think because that's a sensitive issue. Like that is Native American representation, and each tribe needs to be represented. So I think before you just willy-nilly, and mind you, it's the writer who's from another tribe that changed her tribe. Let me say that one more time. It's a writer from another tribe that changed her tribe. So the question then becomes, what are we doing? See, that's that whole divide and conquer type thing. A public, much like we needed to have a public sit down with Nate Moore and Ryan Coogler, something needs to be done with that.
Well, and I tell you another thing, what a lot of people don't understand, in a lot of theaters of operation, African American and indigenous people are pretty much on the same sheet of music when it comes to how we feel about the powers that be. And I think the powers that be either don't give a damn or have been so fat off of the profits they make off of both of our cultures and the exploitative nature they've had in general with African American and indigenous cultures that they just ain't paying no attention. Well, but what they also here I get you. But what they also don't realize is that at some point there's going to be a reckoning. If you ain't doing right by these groups of people always have the power to say, we ain't gonna fool with you no more.
You're right. And to your point, to further piggyback off it, here's where the problem lies. And I think, and this is when people just need to be honest. Just be honest. It can be uncomfortable. Kevin Feige is not a brother. He's not. So while we can sit back and say he doesn't have to care, we could say that. We could also sit back and say he doesn't have to understand. And your expectation should not be for him to understand. It's no different than me and you expected to, as heterosexual men, understand what it's like to be a woman. We're men. We're men. And we're heterosexual men on top of it. So where's the representative at? Well, when you look at the representative for Echo, there's a Native American there. When you look at our stuff, there's a brother there, Nate Moore. What's winding up happening is, and if I'm looking at it like this, you don't have the brother who's Dwayne McDuffie. You got a brother there, but he's not. You have people in place that are just checking off boxes. They're not representations of you and your culture and your ethnicity. They're representations of your character. They're representations of your driver's license. That's what that is. But a representation of your interest, your culture, what you like. No, that's not what that is. That's not what that is.
And it's also the reason they are failing right now is because they have chosen. This ain't no course that was unavoidable. They made the choice to, number one, say we are now going to make material not based on canon, not based on. Matter of fact, we ain't even gonna beyond who the character is and how they became who they are. We ain't reading jack else. We diving in. Okay. Oh, give me some storylines. Give me some plot lines. Oh, I'm just gonna take them all and braid them together and make one continuous cinematic.
You know, it's funny that you said that because you just made me think about something. You know what's becoming more and more abundantly clear? They don't read comics. Not that they just don't read comics. They don't read comics to the point where they don't know how to write a comic book. Like, let me say that one more time. Because if you look at it, if you look at their movies, a movie that's supposed to be inspired off a comic book is literally supposed to be a visual comic book. Supposed to be a visual comic book. Whether we talking cartoon, whether we talking live action, it is supposed
300
to be visual
Watchmen. 300 and Watchmen were
right.
Literally visual
Exactly.
comic books.
So what you're having now is because in this, they told on themselves. Kevin Feige liked Star Wars and Indiana Jones. He didn't start really picking up comic books like that till he was 16, and low key, he still never read them like that. Okay, when Nate Moore don't read comics, you don't hire people that read comics. You said people that read comics sends up a red flag. Kevin Feige, you're quoted as telling somebody to reduce their nerdom. Well, what you're finding, what you're getting, they can say whatever they want to. You're getting movies from people that don't read comics and don't know how to write them. Well, if they don't read the comics, that means they don't know how to copy a story, regurgitate a story, adapt a story for screen. If they don't read comics, they don't know how to write an original comic book story that's going to keep a comic book audience captivated. This is what you're getting. It's not, once again, it's not superhero fatigue. It's bad writing.
And to that comment, look at what Django said.
Yeah.
Anime been going strong how long? Anime ain't got no. Matter of fact, they starting to crank out more live action based anime. I just did a review on Yu Yu Hakusho. They got an Avatar: The Last Airbender live action movie coming out. And then what was it they just did? One Piece. They did a live action One Piece. So it's
you ready?
Are these live action animes getting ready to replace these live action superhero movies? I wouldn't be mad if they did.
Listen, I don't. One Punch Man is better. One Punch Man season 1 and 2 is better than anything in season phase 4 and 5.
I go see
I'm not
I
saying
go
that
see a live I go see a live action One Punch Man movie. I know it's a parody of superheroes, but
Yeah.
it's a well done parody
Yes,
of superheroes.
yes, it is. Yes,
You
yes,
know,
it is. And
so yeah, we got to embrace the not so mainstream. And when I say that, I mean some stuff that's cutting edge and good, not like, oh, let's make Echo. And don't get me wrong, I'm not mad at the fact that they make an Echo, but I'm like, if you wanted to check off that box, you could have very easily, when you do your Fantastic Four shit, make sure you include Wyatt Wingfoot. If you really wanted to check off that box and you really wanted to do that, what about Jason Strongbow? Why couldn't we just have American Eagle? We could, but he's a man. I get it. You probably would have gender bent him and made him into Jayla Strongbow or some stuff like that. And I get it. Okay,
see, you gotta be a comic book fan to know that. And see, that's my whole thing. It's like, okay, so if you giving us an Echo TV series, I'm gonna stay right there. And the reason why you say it is because of diversity. So I'm saying what you're telling me is you're not giving me an Echo TV show because you believe in the character. You're telling me you're giving me an Echo TV show because you want this character to represent a people. You want to shine it. Okay. Well, if then representation is what it's all about, then why did you casually change her tribe? That tribe don't deserve to be represented. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if Marvel is making casual choices, but they saying it's about diversity. Well, if it was about diversity, then how come Anika wasn't in the first Black Panther movie? See, it's like I'm a Mason in the comic book world.
How come Okoye is in charge of the door?
Right. I'm a Shriner. I'm an original member of the fraternity when we talking comic book. So when you say you're doing something, I'm not the casual fan. You just can't, as the thing would say, you just can't whistle Dixie past me and think that's what that is. No, I'm like, okay, then what's this right here? You can get everybody else to go along with it. The problem is that, and you and I have talked about it before, the problem is our own people don't believe you and I or anybody that looks like us knows as much as somebody that don't look like us when it comes to comics. It could be somebody half our age, and our people have been conditioned that person know more than we do. No, they don't. No, the hell they don't. No, they don't. We know more than them. They don't get it twisted. We do. It is what that is. If you got respect for the older person that's got a different skin complexion than me and Daryl, then you got to put some stank on our name too.
And a comment about Echo. Jane goes on it today. Why didn't they just allow Echo to piggyback off Daredevil like she always did? Ding, ding, ding. You win the prize. Then make a series or movie based on her. Just making her backstory intriguing in Daredevil first. Yeah, but they chose to put her in Hawkeye.
And nobody can explain that. That's the whole thing. It's like the comic book fan is the one you're pissing off. Because the comic book fan knows the origins, the stories, the trajectory of this character. And it's like the comic book fan was like, and this is where people are losing it. The comic book fan was locked in, knowing what the subtle nuances, the subtle changes were in phases 1 and 2. The comic book fan was like, okay, we understand what you're doing with some of this stuff that it is. But it was the comic book fan that had an issue with how Whiplash got portrayed in Iron Man 2. It wasn't the casual fan. It was the comic book fan. It was the comic book fan that liked the suitcase armor in Iron Man 2. It wasn't nobody else. It was the comic book fan that talked about the demon in a bottle storyline from Iron Man 2. The casual fan knew nothing about that. So when you look at it, it's the casual fan that can appreciate certain things, but we're also the ones that call you out on your BS first. It is. Spider-Man No Way Home, the comic book fan loved that because it was fan fiction. The comic book fan got to see 3 different Spider-Mans from 3 different universes. So of course the comic book fan was gonna like that. That's what that is. but you effing around with everything else.
They like to pick what they think is most palatable to Caucasian female audiences. Now, this is what I want to say about that. Now, when motherfucker said MCU, the feminist universe lost their collective minds. But what's being cranked out? What is being cranked out? Man, without me saying MC, she, nothing. What's being cranked out right now? What did we just see fall flat on his damn face with not one, not two, but three female leads?
And I think honestly, there has to be some, you know me, I didn't talk like that and everything like that, but I didn't have to talk like that for it to be seen like that. Like, I didn't have to. The thing is when you look at these female characters, and this is what females, anybody that's a fan of a character has to look at. What is really being done with the character that you like? If you say you like Monica Rambeau, that's your favorite character. That's not for me to say. If you say you like Monica Rambeau, what's being done with your favorite character? Okay, well, you say you like Carol Danvers. What's being done with your favorite character? You say you like Miss Marvel. What's being done with your favorite character? If I was to sit up here and say that War Machine, James Rose, was my favorite character, I'm pissed right now as a fan. I ain't got to be a T'Challa fan. I ain't got to be a Chadwick Boseman fan. I ain't got to be a faster. If I am a James Rose fan and War Machine is my character, I'm pissed right now because there has been no resolution, no solution in regards, no character evolution from 2016 to 2023. And my character came in the MCU with Tony Stark and was just in Secret Invasion and still nothing. I would be pissed.
Yeah. Echo is going to premiere before Armor Wars.
Like I said, you don't have to say it's the MCU for you just to sit back and say.
And what was that? And what was our biggest beef about Wakanda Forever? Not enough male representation.
Watch this. We know, because we're comic book fans, that Riri Williams had no business showing up in Wakanda. But now watch this.
Shoehorn.
If she could be in Wakanda forever, why James Rose couldn't be in Wakanda forever? Getting his back fixed. If she could be in there, if she could, because watch this, the symmetry. Iron Heart, Iron Man. War Machine, Iron Man. Well, James Rose had already been to Wakanda. He had been to Wakanda before. He had. Why he couldn't go back? See, that I don't have to say anything. I don't have to make any slick comment in regards to women. No, actually, I could keep it right there talking about the story and what story would make sense as opposed to which story didn't make sense. Watch this. If Everett Ross could be in there, Don Cheadle, James Rose could have been in that show, could have been in that movie and did what Everett Ross did.
That is a very true statement. That is a very true statement. And here's another very true statement from Django. They think that because Guardians of the Galaxy was a success, that it means that any superheroes they put out will stick. Guardians was an anomaly, and that's what Marvel doesn't get.
Exactly.
Yeah, they did not set out to make Guardians of the Galaxy a household name. I don't believe that. I think it was a happy accident.
Listen, it was one of them things where you had some people probably went to go see Guardians of the Galaxy thinking that they were going to get something that they got in their childhood, something that was going to remind them of their childhood, and were pleasantly surprised even though they didn't get it. Chris Pratt, hey, hell of a job. As a matter of fact, that entire cast did a hell of a job bringing those particular variations of the characters to the screen. So an anomaly, that worked because even though I was satisfied with that, I still wanted what I wanted from back in the day. Now I got to go get the action figures they had because Mr. Smith, they sit up here and sent me 2 Adam Strange.
Adam Warlock. Warlock?
Mr. Smith, they sent me 2 Adam Warlocks and everything like that. So now I'm sitting there like, well, I have always low-key wanted the Guardians of the Galaxy. I guess I got to go make it do what it's going to do, huh? Yeah.
They need to make a Starhawk figure, though. They don't got a good Starhawk.
Boy, look here. Now, mind you, I talked about that. We need both of them because we know that's 2 different characters. So I need the Starhawk 2-pack.
Now check out D. Steve's statement here. The Echo show that should have been Elektra or Daughters of the Dragon.
Yeah.
That would have been and you already had Jessica Henwick and Simone Missick, who both play great Colleens and Misties, and just boom, there you go. You ready to rock. What the problem was?
When you say that, this is what makes me mad. Because Simone Missick would be a great Misty Knight. We've seen her play it. Here's what makes me mad. Marvel had an opportunity to move on this as soon as you got the Netflix property. She was sitting right over there on CBS, doing a lovely job, playing the role of a judge and everything like that. I don't like it, and this is what be pissing me off about my people. We sit around and say some of the dumbest, stupid stuff. Do we know we sitting around right now watching Simone Missick doing the same damn thing that Mahershala Ali doing, being aged out of opportunity to get damn money? We watching this dude being aged out of 2 to 3 movies with Blade. We sitting here watching her being aged out of an opportunity to get a TV series as Misty Knight because she nailed that damn role. This is when I want to look at my people and have them line up collectively in front of me, get my football glove and slap them across their damn mouth. Shut up. You ain't looking at the big picture. Damn, that make me mad because she would kill it. She would kill it. Absolutely kill it. No different than Michael Colton. Michael Colton should be on Disney Plus right now.
Would the Daughters of the Dragon not perfectly connect Daredevil and Iron Fist and Luke Cage?
Yep.
That's a common denominator within them street heroes, and with all of them there, guess what you can have? No, not the Defenders, Marvel Knights.
You know what it was?
And you got everybody in place for that.
You know what it was? I know we don't like to play spin the bottle like that, but look at it like this. Soon as he got them Netflix properties, right? And just watch where I go with this. If you're a comic book fan, and you watch what I'm saying now. If you're a comic book fan and you watch them shows, you're a Disney executive, you're a high-ranking Marvel entertainment executive, you read comics, you watch them shows on Netflix. Soon as you are, see, this is when I say just getting down to the meats and potatoes of it, when you look at how fragile these cats' ego is and how it's all about them and it ain't about, like, they really are fragile. If you read them comics and you watch them Netflix shows, you sitting up there just like this. As soon as you get them Netflix properties, you bringing in everybody from those shows. The only person you looking at with the side eye is the dude that played Danny Rand. That's it. That's the only show you looking at with the side eye. You looking at the showrunners with the side eye. You looking at the actor with the side eye. Other than that, you looking at everybody else and you're like, I'm bringing in everybody else. So y'all, you bringing over the showrunners. You're bringing over the actors. You're bringing over the costume designers. You're bringing over the set creators and everything like that. And you hands off. You sitting back like this. They saying, what you want? I want y'all to do for us what y'all did for Netflix. I'm going to back off just like this one. That ain't what they did. That's that dude over there, that baseball cap having dude. What I don't understand, what is it with Bob Chappie? I don't understand how you let them do cost you money.
Because they both making Disney bleed like a stuck pig, or it did. One started it, and the other one just continued the bloodletting.
Yeah. So I don't watch this. I know if that. Let's say you or Bob Iger. or Bob Chapek. And I'm Kevin Feige. But we both black now. Let me say it one more time. You Bob Chapek or Bob Iger. And I'm Kevin Feige. But we both black, right? You'd have fired my black ass a long time ago.
Hey, what my man Mr. Krabs say on SpongeBob? Boy, you're costing me money.
That's what's funny to me.
Costing me money, boy.
That's what's funny
you
to
got
me.
the guy.
You'd have fired my black ass a long time ago. Wait a minute. If that was a black football coach, his ass would have got fired a long time ago. If that was a black basketball coach, his ass would have got fired a long. If that was a black quarterback, his ass would have got benched a long time ago. I do not understand how you a white dude and money rules the world because you love money. I do not understand how you standing there and letting this dude cost you millions.
No, billions.
The only way I can think, the only way I can think of it is like this. Now see, this one is gonna get ugly. The only reason I can think you don't have a problem that this dude is costing you money is because you're running Disney like the Steinbrenners ran the game. You're running your business like Donald Trump ran all his business. Because that's the only thing I can think of. Because even Art Modell was not liking those financial L's and moved the Browns from Cleveland to Baltimore. Like I don't know who like taking financial L's. But
okay, I see some things here. Yeah. Right here. Django, do not mistake my statement that I made about Marvel Knights, brother. I'm not saying don't include T'Challa. But if I was premiering it, I wouldn't premiere because T'Challa deserves his own introduction to me, separate of everybody else in Marvel Knights. That just means and we can incorporate him in Marvel Knights later because as we can see, you can shoehorn anybody in anything if that's how they rock.
You see the questions they ain't gonna ask.
Let me see. Should Iron Fist be partially Asian to keep him fully white? Because both of them create stereotypes. Let's go back to what was it? 1974.
When mind you, now Zango, you asked the question, so we're going to individually give you our opinion.
Okay, let's go back to 1974. I believe it was 74. Mr. Smith is in here. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I believe Iron Fist made his premiere in the pages of Marvel Premiere in 1974. And I think Arvell Jones was on that book. And if y'all can't tell from the name,
that's a brother.
Arvell is a brother. Now, was this brother just doing what he was paid to do? Or was he saying a blonde-haired, blue-eyed kung fu master from a mystical city? That don't sit right with me. Some white folks is trying to do some stuff up in here. My long story short, Daniel Rand shouldn't have been a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white guy in the first place. Period. We should have never allowed that to go and just become commonplace, because maybe y'all was trying to like give Chuck Norris a thumbs up or something like that. I don't know what it was. I don't know how he's blonde haired, blue eyed, and Bone and Misty Knight. That really pissed me off. That really pissed me off. Like what? Why does the white guy get Misty? You know? And they started off fighting. So see, you done took me down this rabbit hole. Bottom line, let me get back to your question. Nah, Daniel Rand should have been 150 damn percent Asian. That's my opinion. He should have been Asian. Ain't no, I believe you a dope ass kung fu master if you make your fist set on fire, but I really believe you a dope ass kung fu master and you Asian and set your fist on fire.
I'm just gonna look at it like this and just say it like this. You can't have everything, dog. You can't. You in England, you in France, you can't. You in Ireland. You can't. You got you doing stuff in Africa. You got you doing stuff in Native America really before your time being over there and everything. Like you got you doing stuff in Spain. You got you doing stuff underwater and everything like that. Nah, you can't be everywhere, dog. Especially when me just knowing history. I was here first. I'm sorry. If I'm gonna put any man everywhere, it's me. I could. If I was gonna put any dude, cause watch this. Wasn't I not a samurai? Yeah, I could literally put me any damn where. I'm the one that's been anywhere. I'm the one that went out in the world and my hair texture changed. I'm the one that went out in the world and my skin complexion changed because I was here first. I don't know what this is about you feeling like you just every damn well. But no. If I'm finna do an Iron Fist, he's Asian. If I'm finna do the Fist of Khonshu, thank you so much, Brian Hill. You not European. You're European from Europe. It's European. You call European for a reason, because you're from Europe. You're not European in Africa. You're not European in Asia. You're not European in Spain. So no. So far as I'm concerned,
First of all, his name shouldn't be Danny. That's American. I don't know what the hell that is. That's American. I don't. That ain't Asian. So no, his name should not be Danny.
Are there any other Dannys in Kunlun?
That's how I feel. No, I feel the same way about him. The same way I feel about Mark Spector. The same way I feel about what the boy name Carter Hall and Kendra Hall. The same way I feel the same way I feel about Dr. Fate. What Dr. Fate name? Kent Nelson?
Kent Nelson.
Yeah, I feel the same about all them damn characters.
Yeah, I mean,
stop being culture. Stop being culture.
Yeah. I was talking. I don't know. I think it was on the radio. I was talking about it this morning, or somebody I was talking to. We was talking about like culture appropriation and how everybody always just kind of, they cool taking it, but they don't want to own up to the responsibility. They want all the perks and none of the responsibility.
Watch this. It's the reason why I don't have an Iron Fist action figure. Yeah. Have y'all ever heard Theo talk about an Iron Fist action figure? No, for real. Have y'all ever heard me talk about it? It's a reason why I don't have one. And I do have a Shang-Chi action figure. The Shang-Chi action figure that I have, it's not the comic book based Shang-Chi action figure, because that's stereotypical as hell. I do have the Shang-Chi action figure from the MCU though. I do. Because I don't like stereotypes. I don't.
I like Iron Fist. I just don't like who Iron Fist is.
I like it, and that's the reason why I don't have him. That's the reason why I don't have him, because I'm like, no, I'm not gonna. If I got Shang-Chi, what I need him for? You know who Iron Fist is? He should be Moon Knight. Mark Spector can be called the Moon Knight. He just can't have no ties to Egypt. He can be called the Moon Knight. He just can't have no ties to Egypt. He can be called the Moon Knight, be a costume vigilante, be a superhero right there in New York. He just can't have no ties to Khonshu. I know people don't want to like
Django, you feel like the martial arts characters of Marvel need a tournament arc. T'Challa, Shang-Chi, Iron Fist, Cap, Moon Knight, Prince of Orphans, etc. Ooh, Prince of Orphans. Nice name drop. I liked Matt Fraction. Was it Matt Fraction or was it Warren Ellis that did the 7 capital cities of Kunlun, and when they had the tournament and we got to see Prince of Orphans, Fat Cobra, all of those characters. I enjoyed that tournament. Or maybe I know over in DC they did something like that where you had Lady Shiva and Nightwing and King Snake, and to find out who the top martial artist was. And it ended up being, if I'm not mistaken, it was Connor Hawk, Oliver Queen's son.
Yeah. I think Damien. I think they did that a couple times. Wasn't Damien in that fight?
I'm referring to the one in like the late 80s, early 90s, before Damien came around.
Okay, yeah. Well, they did it again. They had another one, and it was like Damien's grandmother was involved in it or whatever. They were trying to raise the demon or something like that over there in DC, and it was like they had like all the junior here. Connor Hawk was once again part of it and everything like that, and it was a tournament to the death. But on the island, it was like if you died once, you would be brought back. If you died again, that was it. So it was like you could be resurrected on this island. You didn't stay dead. So it was a pretty deep story. It's a pretty deep story. I want to say about a couple
I
years
would
ago.
love to see something like that for Marvel, but I feel like it'll end up being Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
Just because they feel like, okay, Shang-Chi's the best fighter in all of Marvel, so that's a no-brainer. Plus, Daniel Rand is currently not the recipient of the Iron Fist. That young fella who took over in the new Iron Fist book, that guy is the Iron Fist now. But I don't see how that's possible. Maybe I need to read the book or read all of them, but I thought that was a something you had to earn.
Well, even if regardless of how they went about it, we've got a gangland, gang war storyline. He ain't in it. Danny Rand is in it. So you just gave him the Iron Fist for what purpose? It's like when they change characters, powers and sets and everything like that, it's gotta serve a purpose or it don't move the needle. Once again, because the dude is biracial, if you made the character change just because he was biracial, then you didn't do anything. And if you're gonna give it back to Danny Rand at some point in time, it don't move the needle. No difference than nobody really cares that they took the Falcon mantle away from Sam. Nobody looks at the dude that they gave it to.
Is Falcon a mantle?
I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like, nobody looks at that dude as being the Falcon. Like, you could try and make it that. Don't nobody care.
The Falcon is currently wearing the skin of Captain America, and people are happy about that. I mean, let's be honest. If I was Thor, okay, I'm my own entity, and I put on a Mr. Fantastic costume, does that make me Mr. Fantastic?
No. It ain't gonna stop the other dude from being Mr. Fantastic. When they made James Thor,
that part right there, that has nothing to do with Mr. Fantastic. Just like Miles Morales still running around here, and Peter Parker is just as busy as he ever was.
Yeah, he's still Spider-Man. So it's like, okay, so you got. Here's the thing with Sam Wilson. Nobody recognizes him as Captain America, and nobody recognizes the other dude as the Falcon. Nobody gives two damn. As a matter of fact, people keep referring to him more so as Sam Wilson than anything else. So you done low-key made his alias irrelevant. No different than with Monica Rambeau. We're not gonna call her Photon. We're not doing that. You don't want to call her Captain Marvel. We're not gonna call Carol Danvers Captain Marvel. She get called Carol. See how this goes?
He's always been Sam Cap in my book. It arrived.
Look at you, boy. Look at you. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what we're talking about right now.
We got it. We got it. We got it.
Yeah. Hey, listen. If you want to get your head sculpt, pause. Your head sculpt game up. Had to say pause. Listen, please, you better go get you some Power Rangers. You can't go wrong with the Power Rangers. Listen. Them Power Rangers get you right, boy.
I saw that.
Them Power Rangers get you right, boy. Hey, boy, look here. Them Power Rangers get you right.
So, we almost an hour in. You want to do this review?
Yeah, man, we go ahead and get on into it. Listen.
We done did everything else. We might as well do this damn review, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. If y'all came for the review, we gonna do the review, and we gonna finish out however we finish out. Because it'd probably be one or two other things we want to talk about too. But right here in your grill piece, up in your face, that is Avengers number 8. Okay, Avengers number 8 is the story follows the events immediately after Avengers number 7, whereas most of the Avengers are stuck in Nightmare's dimension. For those of you who do not know who Nightmare is literally who his name implies. He is the Lord of the dream world. So when you're asleep and you're being tormented, it's because of Nightmare. And that's currently what's going on with the Avengers, except for the Vision, because of course Vision don't sleep, and Wanda, aka the Scarlet Witch, who was strong enough to bust up out of Nightmare's control. Enter, wait a minute, I gotta show them to you. Those guys, they're called the Twilight Court. And each one of these people are based not only on someone from Arthurian legend, they are also based on the current 7 Avengers. Okay. Right here, you know what? Let's just take them as they go. Okay, you got these two right here. Let's get a close up on them. Those two right there. That on the left, that is Lancelot. And the one on the right is Galahad. Okay? Lancelot and Galahad. Two of King Arthur's knights. Lancelot is the star. So she is fitting the archetype that Carol Danvers fits. Galahad is the god. So he fits the archetype of Thor.
Wait. What'd you say, Galahad? You said he or she?
Oh, I'm sorry. That even though she looks very he-ish, that is a she. Okay. My bad. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Upper left corner there, Bersalak and Bedivere. Bersalak has already shown that he's the construct because number one, he don't speak. Number two, he's got a very strange, unorthodox power, very much like our buddy Vision. In the background there is Artur, also known as Arthur. And if you read up there, it says he's bound in soul-cursed armor of Chthon. Oh my. And then in front of him, who he's in love with, which is what they talking about, is Percival. And Percival is the icon. Oh, and I didn't mention Bedivere is the engineer, and he calls himself the engineer. And of course, Arthur's the king. Last, certainly not least, is diversity hire, Mordred. And Mordred knocks off 2 female and of African American or African origin. Now, here's what's happening. The Twilight Court won't Kang. They have come for Kang. If the Avengers, Scarlet Witch and Vision, don't give up Kang, they are prepared to whoop Scarlet Witch and Vision's asses. But here's something I like that Vision said in his comic book. Right, Chan? When Vision got mad, was ready to fight, trembled Twilight Court, for 2 Avengers are worth any of your number. That's some gangster talk from Vision.
I mean, low key, I can't say he wrong, because my favorite Avengers lineup was Captain America, Hawkeye, Quicksilver, and Wanda. And they made it do what it did with them four. So I'm low-key feeling what the Vision, I'm picking up what the Vision is putting down. Like, bruh, 2 of us is really nice. Like, just 2.
Yeah, and they do actually manage to hold their own. But I don't think they were ready to deal with the power set of the Twilight Court. What is it called that Bersalak does? Spatial warping. And so Vision fires a blast, and that blast doesn't hit Mordred because who's being warped spatially? I guess is the question I have. Who's being warped spatially? The blast or the person it was being fired at? Well, here it is, up on screen. There you go. Look at it.
I'm gonna say it's real. I mean, we gotta figure out these characters, because I mean, like
because this the first. I mean, this ain't the first time we've seen them, but this is the first time. You know what I'm saying? They actually been. I think Avengers Timeless. They appeared in, and this whole storyline started there. So, meanwhile, isn't there always a meanwhile in comics?
There's always a meanwhile. Meanwhile,
in comics, the Avengers are in the dream world despairing. But Wanda calls out to Thor.
Listen, I love this. If we could go back for a little bit, I love the fact that when Wanda was dreaming and everything like that, she was going over the story. She was going over the story. I think it was in issue 6. I'm gonna say issue 7 or whatever. And she said, "Wait a minute, who talking?" She caught the narrator. She said, "Wait. Who narrated the story?" And Buddy's like, "Oh damn, I talk too much, huh?" Yeah, you talk too damn much.
Yeah, exactly. So here we got Thor snapping up out of it. And what does he say? "I am a god. And what is a god if not a dream that mortals have ever been at the mercy of?" That's deep. That's deep. And with that, he wakes up and wakes all the Avengers up. Well, make them aware of where they're at. Because at one point, they just sitting around suffering, thinking they in a nightmare, which they are. But now they know they in the nightmare realm. So now it's like, okay, how do we square up against nightmare? Again, meanwhile, just like a Star Wars movie, there's another battle going on. And in order to combat Mordred's spatial warping, Scarlet Witch just started casting spells in all directions. And so they can mess with her spell, but they don't know which spell they're messing with.
I got a question.
Yes.
Maybe I missed something. Where this battle taking place?
Where?
Yeah.
In the Immortal City.
The
Impossible City. I'm sorry. The Impossible City. The newest member of the Avengers.
So, you say this battle taking place in the Impossible City. The newest member of the Avengers. Okay, well, what he doing? Like, he's a full-fledged, he's an active member at this point in time. What he doing?
Did they fix that crystal that was keeping the Impossible City from doing anything against the Twilight Court? Because remember, the Twilight Court is who the Impossible City ran from, right?
I mean, let T'Challa tell it this was fixed with the Kimoyo beads. He said you free.
Bruh, I am not Jed MacKay.
So that's why I asked you. You know what I'm saying? Like I just like let me.
I am not Jed MacKay. I do not know why, or maybe the Impossible City ain't played its hand yet.
Okay. I'm gonna go with that one. I just wanted to ask a question. I just wanted to ask you a question. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I just want to chop it up with you. But okay.
I thought that too. I thought that very thing. But then I said to myself, maybe the Impossible City gonna do something next-ish.
Maybe you know what? We're gonna put that like next-ish. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Yeah, we had a question though,
Vision.
Yeah.
Vision and Scarlet Witch are handling their business.
They are handling their business.
Now, here's my question. Ain't Galahad the god?
Supposed to be.
What happens if a god does that to you right there? Pardon me if I'm not mistaken. Wanda Maximoff has the regular level of vulnerability to physical attacks as a normal human, right?
He does. But to go ahead and answer your question, we're gonna say that because she is the Scarlet Witch, maybe she threw up a hex at the last second. We're gonna suspend believability. She's got something around her all the time that's keeping her.
I'm looking at this picture.
I'm just spitballing, Aaron. I'm spitballing. I see the same thing you see. I see the same thing you see. I had the same question. I'm just saying, maybe
she knocked the shit out of Wanda. She knocked the dog shit out of Wanda.
Well, you see how he reacted. You see how Vision reacted.
Well, and Vision busy right now, ain't he? So
well, you see how
reacted to that, right?
My dog said Wanda turned around, broke somebody's sword right in half. He not because we know how he get about Wanda. He did not, so he finna go in berserker mode. You know what I'm saying? And he about to make it do what it does. So because that's low key what that is. I didn't understand the team dynamic when they put this team together. I said, so we go off the rip. If you do anything to Wanda, he finna show out. Right.
And he has indeed did all of that you said, but Cat Percival, he ain't joining the fight. The Icon isn't joining the fight. Why? He says, my blessing is victory, Mordred, as yours is sorcery, but only if it be just. And with 7 on our side to 2 on theirs, I am at the mercy of the scales, dear witch.
It look like one of us again. Got a little skin color, look brown a little bit.
And he ain't even flexed yet, so we don't even know what he do. But once again, meanwhile, in the dream realm,
back in the dream realm,
they awake, and Nightmare is mad because he got them in the dream world and they ain't showing him no respect.
None.
You don't deserve no respect. Doctor Strange trounces him on the regular. Why should the Avengers give him any respect? But I mean, all he wanted them to do was surrender to him. And they can't get out of the sleeping world until they surrender to him. And Thor understands this. And so Thor is like, all right, little punk ass mischievous spirit, you win. But then he says to him, return us to the waking world, Fear Lord, as per your requirement. And when victory is ours, you and I will have words about your true interest.
We're going to talk. We're going to chop it up. We're going to talk.
Okay.
I like that.
And then on the opposite page, we see Scarlet Witch on the ground, and we see Vision looking like he done been through it, and the Twilight Court getting ready for another round until Carol and them pull up. I noticed they left Sam Cap out that picture, but but you got 6 of them.
I think if you telling me off the rip, Mordred is like she's not as powerful as Wanda, she has to do something different to be able to keep up with Wanda. Then what you're telling me is that this team isn't as powerful as the Avengers. They're going to have to operate on a different level to beat the Avengers. Well, the name of the book is called The Avengers.
Yeah, and just like we saw the month before, the event like they did on the Ashen Combine, they about to open up a can, because to me, after looking at these guys, the Ashen Combine was giving them more problems than the Twilight Court is. So to me, they are very underwhelming. I have yet, other than Bersalak with that spatial warping, I didn't really, until Percival flexes, I didn't really see anything that makes these cats like a true threat that the Avengers couldn't just run through.
Yeah, we sat up here and we spent like 4 issues on the other team. So we just sit up here. We spent 4 to 5 issues on the other team. This team right here, they don't seem like that type of a threat. So I don't know what we're looking at, but what are we looking at as far as like character development over the first 8 issues with the individual Avengers, Carol, Vision, Wanda, Sam? I don't think we've gotten character development. I think we're moving from issue to issue, moving throughout the story arc without developing characters for the most part.
Okay. Yeah, but I mean, they've been in another book, is what I'm saying. But you're right.
No, not them.
This is their second appearance, if I'm not mistaken.
Well, no, I was looking at more so like, okay, not the villains per se, but the Sam and T'Challa relationship status. We got a bit of that in the first couple of issues and everything like that, but you don't move the needle forward per se. There is the Wanda Vision dynamic. It's gonna always be there. You see it in this particular issue where she gets struck and he's like, Wanda. Even Tony and Carol alluded to their relationship in regards to the alcoholism, him being her sponsor. I'm just, the action is good. But I think what we're doing right now is we're relying a lot more so on fight as opposed to storytelling. We talked about the Impossible City. Okay, well, what is it doing? Like, you just jumped into another battle right after we got the Impossible. Something, mind you, we've never seen before. A whole city as a active member. And I thought this was real, how can I put it? I thought this was interesting considering coming off of a fresh run where the Celestial was your headquarters. Now you have another entity, except this one is alive. That's your headquarters.
So, what can we expect from issue 9?
A resolution to a fight. Like, and that's the other thing. I think you would be the one to speak on this perfectly, because this all started off about Kang. We haven't really seen Kang since the first 2 issues. No conversation piece. He laid up in a room somewhere, and that's the other thing I was talking about. The story, the behind the scenes. Like, all you're giving me is fight. And I like action, but
yeah. Action without direction is just chaos. So yeah, I understand that you got to fight. You need to fight. There's a reason to fight. But why are you fighting?
Why are you fighting? I wanted to get your take on that, because I was like, hey, maybe I'm making too much ado about nothing.
No, I think I got all my Avengers right here. Just need to check it out in depth. But my thing is, I think that, like I said earlier, we have yet to see, and you pointed it out, what the Impossible City can really do.
Yeah.
So once we see what the Impossible City can do, it's a headquarters. All right, you're a headquarters. That's a whole city. A whole city. What can you bring to bear? And can the Impossible City be made even stronger or more powerful or more omniscient with Stark tech or Wakandan tech?
You know what I don't want to see? I was a fan of the Celestial headquarters. That was something different.
I was too.
You abandoned it, and I think what it was is it was more or less so a headquarters for the store. Like we had no intention on spending that particular thing forward. I think that's a missed moment. It's not something that we've seen before. Everybody else has their standard headquarters. It's more along the lines of when the Justice League or the JLA had their headquarters, and you was like, they had the main headquarters in DC, but that was just for show. You know, you walk through the slideways or whatever, and you be transported to the headquarters in space.
Watchtower.
The Watchtower. I like that aspect of it because it's a headquarters. It's a secret headquarters. Your headquarters gives you an identity. I wanted to see that explored a little bit more. Shame they didn't do it, but now that we have the Impossible City, I would like to see something done with the Impossible City. It's talking, it's sentient. Let's not just make it. Let's do something with it.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential for the headquarters. But my fear is that it's gonna be temporary.
Yeah.
It's gonna end up making a sacrifice, or it's gonna have to end up doing something to save the Avengers, or the Avengers are gonna, allow it to do something like that. I just don't see. I see the Impossible City being an Avenger as long as, well, not much longer than Tomorrow Woman in the JLA.
Watch this. Marvel. This is me. You got Danny the Street. Every Doom Patrol fan knows exactly what I'm talking about. Danny the Street. You got something here. You got something here.
They could.
It's up to you what you do with it, but you have something here that could. You got Ego the Planet. You're not doing anything with him.
Well, you see what they did with him.
Yeah. So you sorry.
Yeah, they made him Star-Lord's daddy.
Yeah.
Which I thought was
like you got something.
And how come Star-Lord doesn't have the remnants of those powers? Why are they just totally gone? If you have Celestial, oh well.
Look, supposedly. So y'all see how we get down. Once we get done with comic books, go right back in the plastic containers.
Oh yeah, I gotta. Well, I just got this today, so I'm gonna have to bag and board that when we get done here.
Comic books go right back because listen, we collect with a purpose. We collect with a purpose. Ain't nobody trying to have stuff out here and stuff just getting tore up.
Now, was we gonna talk about Jonathan Majors before we wrap?
I mean, we could, I think me and you said we had to say. I know on Twitter, folks that had a lot to say and everything like that. I think by and large, when we look at Jonathan Majors, I mean, I like Jonathan Majors and everything like that. But just grown man to grown man. You said some stuff yesterday that was like, bruh, you gotta do a better job of being aware of your surroundings. Like
that part.
Like, bro.
And see, here's my thing with it. Okay. Verdict aside. Okay. I get that. That is what it is. It's done. Okay. And there should be no argument at all that there was a travesty of justice.
Right, absolutely.
Okay? That was a kangaroo court if I ever saw one, and the man got just freaking railroaded. However, there are some situations that could have been avoided to where he didn't have to be in that position.
And I think that's key. I think that's key. And I think we are not being responsible if we don't talk about that. I think there are things that me and you while they might be things that we don't like about life, about the country, about the nation that we live in, it's still a truth. Whether we like it or not, it is what it is. You can't forget. you got to be aware of your surroundings. And
yeah. And what a lot of people don't understand, Theo, that it ain't the spoken, it's the unspoken that gets you in trouble. And ain't nobody taught you what people don't speak out loud. Ain't nobody taught you what you should be doing, what you shouldn't be doing, what you can be doing, and what you can't be doing. If you throw caution to the wind and say, I'm gonna roll the dice and I'm gonna let it fall where it fall, and if I get 7, hooray. If I crap out, if you know that going in, all of us know who have this complexion color or darker, or you know, we going there today. Y'all know, and I just saw a cat on Twitter today talking about y'all gotta beware of them of them snow bunnies.
And here's the sad part. It does not matter how much you love your woman as an African American man. It don't matter. It don't matter how much she loves you as a European woman. It don't matter. As far as society is concerned, if something pop off and it's wrong, it's your fault. If she fall down the damn stairs by herself, the question is going to be, did you push her? That just is what that is. Yes, y'all can have that baby that's cute. I get it. Everybody want an interracial baby. I get it. I get it. I understand it. Oh, that baby's so cute. I get it. I understand it. Do you know what? As a father, if that baby looks like mama or let me not say this. If you're the black parent, you're always going to be the second-class citizen in regards to that child, especially if that child look European. You're gonna always get questioned. That's just what that is. So you, Jonathan Majors, and this is why I said what I said yesterday. He walked out, and I'm just going to say this for the aesthetic, the visual aesthetic. He was interacting with a woman who is European. Now, what do I mean when I say that? She got the hair. She ain't necessarily up here in the chest. She ain't necessarily. That's not Coco. That's not Coco. No, that's the European. You'd have come out better if you'd have got the European that looked like Coco. Ain't nobody really, they gonna trip, but not like that. No, you got Karen. Like, that's what he was dating Karen. There you go. He was dating Karen. Like, that's Karen. That wasn't Coco. That wasn't even Nicole Brown Simpson. That wasn't watch this. That wasn't what's the girl name? Danielle Derrick from back in the day?
Bo Derek.
That wasn't Bo Derek. What was the young lady? She was also a Playboy bunny and she died tragically. What was her name? Something back in the day.
Dorothy Stratton or Sharon Tate?
Dorothy Stratton. That's none of that. That's not even Marilyn Monroe, dude. You were dating Karen, and that's why I said yesterday, no, you should have been with something better than that. I'm sorry. I know people can look at it and say, Theo, no. She's a representation of you, and Jonathan, you look better than the female you just went to court over. I ain't body shaming her. He looked better.
Here's my thing too. You talking about visuals.
Yeah.
You talking about, because that's what we looking at. I mean, we can take all that other mess off the table. We talk about what it looked like.
Yeah.
Because that's what we judging it on. We judging it on what it looked like and what can be cooked up.
Yeah.
Because some stuff was cooked up to put that man on the guilty side of the equation. I mean, granted, there was some sketch stuff he said and did, but that's not what he was on trial for.
No,
he wasn't on trial for what he said in a phone conversation that might have been, something that's like a red flag. But you got to understand, moving forward, when you in a funky situation, everything that happens in that funky situation becomes evidence.
Watch this.
Everything that's said in that funky situation becomes evidence.
Watch this. I like
that don't happen that don't happen as often in a situation where it's two people.
Watch this. I like what you said. He wasn't even about what he was on trial for. What they found him guilty of was not what he was on trial for.
Exactly.
Let me say this again one more time to the Rock With Me Nation. What he was on trial for was not what they found him guilty of. He was on trial for being a black man dating a white woman. I'm sorry. They can say whatever they want to. They wanted to make an example out of him because he was a high-profile brother. It's become cyclical at this particular point in time. It's become pathetic at this particular point in time. We literally go from R. Kelly to Chadwick Boseman. Take from that what you will, because I know people are like, wait a minute, why'd you mention Chadwick Boseman? Just think. We went from R. Kelly to Chadwick Boseman. We went from Chadwick Boseman to watch where I go, to Will Smith. We got Chris Rock involved in this nonsense too. Now we sitting up here, we got Jonathan Majors. Okay, I really want to ask you, at which point are you starting to feel good about a high-profile black brother? You're not. You're not. What they put him on trial for, they put him on trial for a black man assaulted a white woman. That's what that was. That's not what they found him guilty of. What they found him guilty of was a black man touching a white woman. Let me say that one more time. I don't care how anybody want to slice it and dice.
Jamie Foxx.
Huh?
And Jamie Foxx.
Yeah. I don't care.
Regardless of how you feel about it.
Yeah. I don't care what anybody want to say. No. They put him on trial for him being a black man involved with a white woman. What they found him guilty of, they found him guilty of being a black man that put his hands on a white woman, because the charges are right there. And this is when I urge everybody, knowledge is power. If you know me, grow me, sharing is caring. Go find out exactly what those charges are, because there are people all over across the board right now want to say, well, he was sexually harassing her physically. No. He was found guilty of picking her up. That's one charge. The other charge, attempting to put her in the bill. Them the two charges he was found guilty of. So go do your research, because you're going to have everybody and their mama that don't know, don't care. Whether they don't like men, whether they don't like heterosexual, whether they don't like black people. They're going to twist and try it. No. Knowledge is key. Go find out what them charges are.
Yeah. So, what I'm getting at, and this is just how I feel about it. The man knows what he was doing. Okay? Cause you with her in March. Immediately after that, all of a sudden, making good your girl. Okay? And all I'm talking about is the visual. Okay? All right, bruh. This is me, because my mind runs. My mind races. I go a little farther out than most people do. Okay, yeah, she had your phone, dog. Is that what that scuffle was about? She had your phone. Why she had your phone? She saw something on your phone she didn't like. What did she see or hear on your phone that she didn't like? Most of the time when dudes don't want nobody looking at their phone, it's for a good reason. And I'm going to tell you right now, this phone right here, My lady can pick that phone up anytime. Anytime. Okay? And look at my phone. I ain't got nothing hiding up in my phone.
Watch this. You ready? I'm finna be petty. Can I be petty? Can I be petty?
Yeah.
America. New York. Rock With Me Nation. Recast T'Challa. Black Panther fan group. Celebrity fan. If what she saw on the phone was that Jonathan Majors was engaged already in a relationship with Megan Good, that's why she lost her damn mind, because she know damn good and well she ain't Megan Good. She can't compete. It's a wrap. If Megan Good is hollering at her dude, it's done. Jonathan ain't got to say a damn thing. She knows she don't compare to Megan Good. It's quite a few females out here. But she know damn good. Listen, damn it, I looked at Grace Jabari. Grace Jabari, okay, it's females that ain't Megan Good that Grace Jabari don't compare to. It is. And if that's who, if she saw pics of him and Megan hugged up, Megan sending him thirst pics, she sending him cleavage pics, and I can believe it because the timing. He was with Megan in no time at all. See, there was no pause. It was like he just fell right on in there, which tells me, player code, he was already hollering at Megan.
Because she just slid in. Smooth as butter. You know what I'm saying? Because 1 second, it's pictures of Jabari. Boom, Megan. Oh. That was
and Jabari was like, you see how he tried to put it in the car? No. See, I don't want to be funny. He tried to get her to go. No, you got to explain to her how you started cheating on her with Megan Good.
That's
you got to have this conversation.
She chased that brother for
No.
2,000
You run it. You got to run because you know damn good and well she done lost her damn mind. You cheating on her with Megan Good? Bro, she finna cut your ass.
And see, here's my thing. He cutting you for a sister.
Yeah, man, listen.
Okay, you can't tell me it wasn't 17,000 crazy things running through that heifer's mind. You know what I'm saying? Because that's why she's scratching and all of that type of foot, bruh. Yeah.
Well, she chased this dude. She chased this dude down the block. She chased this dude down quite a few blocks around the coast.
They caught the footage on 3 different cameras. It looked like a cartoon to me. You know, he running, right? You see him running, and then there's another camera, and it's just farther, and he's still running. And she
in his loafers, dog.
Hey, and you get another camera angle, and he's still running, and she's still chasing him. And I'm like, bro, what did you do?
Bro, you been, and see, you know what, John, I know you can't really talk right now, bro, but dog, I need you to go ahead and just tell the truth. You was messing with Jerk. You saw Grace, and you probably felt like that's what you needed. I don't know why. You better than that. You better than that. I ain't trying to shame nobody, but I said iced tea, cocoa, because you said you wanted. That's not Michelle Obama. Like she was never gonna be Michelle.
Theo, what my man say on 5 Heartbeats? Eddie, you ain't got your girl in check.
bro, like what he say? He wanted her to be Michelle or Beyonce. Ain't that what he said?
Huh?
Bro, she not shaped like that, dude. Like that's the thing. Like. You not gonna get with Jonathan, have you seen Michelle Obama? Here we go. You ready? Now that's crazy. The former president's wife was more attractive than your woman.
Well, in the president's defense, his wife ain't no slouch.
I'm just saying, like, if you say you want her to be like Michelle how? Physically speaking, she's never gonna be that.
That's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen. And watch this. When people say he said he wanted her to be more like Michelle Obama or Beyonce, I'm saying y'all thinking mentally. I'm thinking he meant physically, because there's a distinct difference between how Grace look and how Megan look.
Okay.
There's
Okay.
a difference.
Okay,
There's a difference.
let's just call a spade a spade. Megan thicker than peanut butter in the refrigerator. Grace skinny as a car antenna.
That's why I said, I'm like, Jonathan, if I see, I didn't got busted before.
We've all been busted at one time or another. I know what busted look like. You know what busted look like.
He got busted. He got busted. That was the whole Chris Brown, Rihanna conversation and everything like that. He got busted. His female saw some pics on his phone for Megan Good. Now you gotta know it was for Megan Good because Megan slid right on in. Like it wasn't no he was out there by himself. No, he was never out there by himself. Soon as this went down, there go Megan. Okay, so he was probably, because players that then got caught up pretty much know how this go down. He was getting ready. It wasn't, Grace wasn't planning on going nowhere. No, Grace was supposed to be there to ride out the Ant-Man into the Quantum Mania, supposed to be on his arm. She's supposed to be out there through the Loki season 2, supposed to be on his arm and everything like that. No. My dog, I don't know when he started hollering at Megan. Don't know who hollered at who. But him and Megan been involved. Because she's real comfortable on his own. She is.
Somebody commented that he had been talking to Megan since September.
See, September last year. See what I'm saying? See, that makes sense. So now Grace looking at this like, wait a minute. And he trying to figure out his exit strategy. Because you realizing one of his boys probably hollered at him, hey, John, bro, you can't be serious, dog. You can't be serious. Bro, you can't. Matter of fact, I'm going to introduce you to my homegirl. I'm going to introduce you to my homegirl, Megan. Megan is Jonathan. Megan, y'all make it do what it do. He watched Shazam and it got him gone.
I say that purple and gold. I got to have her.
Well,
I got
you know what? See,
and when I got her,
can I say this right here? Everybody say be honest. Everybody say be honest. Just tell folks when you done. You can't. Everybody not prepared for that conversation. Everybody not prepared for honesty. Say, hey, listen, male or female. I'm not saying no. Everybody not prepared for that conversation. Regardless. Okay, based on her conduct, when was there ever going to be a good time for him to break up with Grace Jabbar? There's never a good time for some people. Some people, there's no such thing as a good time to break up. It ain't.
Well, you know what, too? There's such a thing as codependency. Okay, and he may not have been ready to admit it, or he didn't even realize it, but he might have in some way, shape, or form not wanting to let go of her because of, or it could have just been a case of, I want to have my cake and eat it too. And I can tell you like this, because I have been in the situation that he's in, where I was in a relationship with a non-black woman, and I met a black woman, and I liked the black woman more than I liked the non-black woman. And I told the black woman I was in a relationship with a non-black woman, and the black woman said, that's okay and fine, but before me and you get serious, you got to kick Becky to the curb. You know what I'm saying? And so you have to go do that. But it's the kick it to the curb part that is a very difficult science. You can't just come in and be like, like on Harlem Nights. You can't just be like, yeah, baby, I ain't never coming home again. Yeah, take it easy. You can't do that in a situation like that. It has to be calculated. It has to be, you know what I'm saying? And it don't seem like he was making no moves to do that.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever broke up with somebody?
Many, many times.
Has it ever went well?
Two times.
Have you ever been?
Two times it went well. One girl was leaving the country, and the other girl was already in another relationship, so she didn't care anyway. All the rest of them, terrible.
See what I'm saying? See that right there. That right there. There's no such thing. I mean, well, I'm not gonna say that, but few and far between is it when you can go to somebody and say, hey, you know what? I think we need to break up. Relationship ain't working. And they say, you know what? I was feeling the same way. Say that. They don't know. That's not common. What you mean we break it up? Male or female? Heterosexual? Non-hetero? It don't matter. You can come to somebody and more often than not, you say, hey, I think we need to break up. What you mean? Well, I don't think it's working. Where you get that idea from? Like, it ain't.
And now for anybody that's listening to this or anybody that's watching this, understand what me and Theo saying. We ain't saying that Jonathan Majors deserves what he got, because I 100% do not believe Jonathan Majors deserves what he got. Again, however, game recognize game. Okay? And I see 100% what that was. What my man say? He was doing a Tarzan, swinging from one vine to another. Okay, yeah. And then that vine named Megan said, okay, you ain't gonna be swinging from one vine to another. If you want to be in this tree, you're gonna have to hold on to this vine right here.
Listen, and we all do stuff like, you know, I'm gonna tell on myself a little bit, because you know me, I believe in being transparent. I was doing something I ain't have no business doing. Can I talk? Can I talk? Can I?
We all grown. We all grown.
So, y'all, I ain't always been. Listen. I've made some mistakes in my lifetime. What I'm getting ready to tell y'all, I'm not bragging. I'm just gonna share a moment. So I'm in a relationship. Can I say that? I'm in an elevator. This female is in a relationship. We're not in a relationship together. She says to me, if I do bop, 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 I'm not going to say what it was, in the elevator, then I was going to have to do bop, bop, bop later on, or she was going to beat my ass. Now, y'all already know I have a problem. I date females that's taller than me. She 5'10". She 5'9", 5'10". I'm 5'8", 5'8.5". And she was this close in my face. She said, if you do this, right? If you do this on this elevator, you're gonna have to do something later on, or I'm gonna beat your ass. And I ain't playing.
What kind of elevators you be in, Theo?
I was at work. I'm not divulging that much more information now. I'm already telling more than that. Well, you know, me being who I am, I did it. And she low-key grabbed me by my shirt like this, and she said, you know what you're gonna have to do later on. Like, it was really like this. Like, I did it, and she grabbed me like that. Now, it's all types of toxicity and craziness right then, right there. I should have known to walk away. She had issued the threat. If you do this on this elevator, you're gonna have we both in relationship. I have an opportunity to walk away and be safe. She let it be known I got an opportunity. I did not. I didn't. I followed one stupid decision up with another stupid decision, with another stupid decision, with another stupid decision.
So Theo, you was messing with Baby D from next Friday?
And I kept making it worse. I kept making it worse. Like, that was the whole thing. I kept making it worse. I kept making it worse. There's nobody to blame in that scenario but Theo. The female did not hold a gun.
You throw a cupcake or something?
Nobody held a gun to my head. Nobody kidnapped me or anything like that. No, I literally made dumb decision after dumbass decision. Jonathan, so I'm saying that, stop.
Being who you are, and having what you have. You got some stuff going on with the U.S. Army. You are the face of the MCU, bruh. You out here doing sugar-free type shit?
Once again, and I'm saying it because I want him to understand. We understand that that's Coco. We do. We understand that that's Anna Nicole Brown Simpson. We do. Dorothy Stratton. We getting it. Hell, Catherine Bach, Bo Derek, bro. I'm picking up what you putting down. I'm not understanding why you going through this for this chick. This ain't Amber Rose. This not even Amber Rose, dude. This not Kim Kardashian. Like, if you got to go through this, I don't know why you going through this by her.
Yeah, I mean,
I know people like Theo, you wrong. No. You know what that's like? They be like, Theo, you wrong. I can understand why a female would be going through that over Chris Evans, Chris Hemsworth, Jonathan Majors, Michael B. Jordan, LeBron James. I'm getting all that. I'm understanding that. I'm not understanding why a female going over it, acting like that over Lee Corso.
That part. What Kamayo said, if this was Coco, it wouldn't even be an issue. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta know, I mean, and you want me to tell you when the times when I stepped outside of my race, as people put it, the women I messed with still had hood energy. You know what I mean? They still had, you know what I'm saying? They was down. They knew what was up. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't just coming out here like, hi, my name is Natasha Romanov. No, we wasn't in that venue at all. You know what I'm saying? If it was somebody, oh, she hang out with the sisters. Oh, who's the little chick over there? Oh, who's that little Asian chick over there? Ooh, who's that little exotic looking broad up? Never Becky looking. Never Becky looking. You know what I'm saying? You can't find no pictures of me nowhere like that. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no place. So it's like, bro, you got to know where you fit in.
And watch this. And this why I say it ain't no body shaming, because Jada's that small, but she's not even Jada. Like, I can understand if he was running from Jada. That's not Jada. That's not Jada.
Quite honestly, I think Jada would have been a little closer on his heels.
Right, I'm just saying, like, so it ain't that ain't what that is. No, Jada is an attractive woman. We give Jada hell now. That's true. We give Jada hell. That's not Jada. That's not.
Jada look like she can run.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm sitting up here like, I'm like, bro, this what you on trial for? Like, you cannot be on trial for this. You can't, but you were, so we gotta, and then you can't go man to man. Jonathan, you can't come bragging to us. Like, if we was at the club and hey man, what's going on? What's good? Hey man, bro, I got me one. Who you got? You can't point to her and the bros be like, oh yeah, that's what's up. We're not doing that. We like, well, that's her right there. Jonathan, no, dog, no.
Hey, I'm gonna put it like this, and I'm gonna say this the nicest way I can. If I can't tell where your back ends and your butt begins, you're not for me. Period. And that's any race. So
listen, any.
So
listen, at the end of the day, collard greens, cornbread, and black-eyed peas. I need that.
Hey,
I need that.
Hey, what my man Murphy Lee say? I like my boobs and my booty like a capital letter B.
Listen, I told,
okay.
I love my wife. I talked to my wife. We was having a conversation and everything. Like, I said, what it is I said essentially like this. I said, I got a type. I said, now, we were having a conversation about something else. I said, I got a type. I said, now, at the very least, she got to be a C. At the very least, she got to be a C right here. At the very least, a C. But that thing back there got to be singing. Like that thing got to be poking that thing out. It's got to be PTTO. It's got to be poking that thing out. I'm never going to be with a female regardless of how big she is up top and there's nothing back there. Like, no, hell no. No, I don't do the ironing board. I don't do the Nassatol. I damn near prefer you to have scoliosis. Curvature in your back.
To make her back clap?
Paul Martin said leggings work. No, they don't. I wear extra large gloves. No.
Well, I tell you like this. I tell you like this. They got leggings that can make you look like you got a nice gym booty. But yeah, I ain't seen the leggings that make red beans and rice backside.
Right, and I'm not a gym booty type of dude. Like that's no. I know I'm from the South.
I like you got a nice athletic butt, but that's not that's not the goal. When you grab, let me stop because you get too drawn. When you grab and it's coming out from in between your fingers.
You ready? Both of these hands have been known to palm a basketball. Both these hands. So I'm just gonna say. So if it ain't what that is, then I'm not rocking with it.
Yeah, so, and I mean I know we got way of course from where we were supposed to be, but I mean it needed to be said. And I wanted people to understand where I'm coming from. I don't want to see that man do no jail time. I don't want to see that man have to go through what he's going through. But it could have been avoided. That's all we're saying. It could have been avoided if you had been more discerning with your dating choices. You probably would still have all your contracts and you still be kind.
And the reason why we're saying that is because watch this. Coco not doing that.
Nah.
Amber Rose not doing that.
No, cause Coco gonna look crazy in a mug chasing Ice T down the street the way she bouncing.
And watch this. Megan did not want to get the police involved. I know everybody feels some type of way about it. Megan did not want to call the police on Tory Lanez. Like if you're gonna start talking about Megan Good and Tory Lanez, I'm gonna say Megan Thee Stallion, then understand Megan Thee Stallion did not want to get the police involved initially. So if you're gonna tell that story, make sure you tell that story right. That said, that's not Megan Thee Stallion. Like Jonathan, we can't do this no more.
What my man Paul Martin say? He said, but Ben Grimm Grill, this Brooklynite ain't feeling that. Well, no, I ain't. Who said anything about the grill, bro? I'm just talking about the. Yeah, well, I mean, it gotta be something you can wake up next to. We ain't, talk about like Leslie Jones or something like that.
Don't do that, bro. Come on, don't do that. She trying. Listen, don't do that.
What? Ain't we grown? Ain't we grown? Point blank. Let's take it back to middle school. If you and her was in a room by yourself.
I'm not participating. I'm not.
That's what I'm talking about.
No. Because beauty is in the eye of the beholder,
but there is such a thing as preference.
I'm just saying, like, I take Theo out that equation because I don't. Okay, insert yourself in that equation. Don't put me in.
You are 150% correct, Theo. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. But as my mama once said, ugly go down to the bump.
I'm just saying, okay, so me, I try and find the beauty in everything and everybody. I do, because I understand. I watch what I say because I understand me. Some people might think I'm ugly. You know, I've been told I ain't tall enough, I ain't big enough. And when I say big enough, just body-wise, I'm not, because I don't know. I ain't never had no problem with that one. I feel like I just need to say that real quick. But I mean, like, I understand. So I watch what I say about people aesthetically. Cause I like Leslie Jones.
You see this comment, right?
Young lady that I was
you see this comment, right?
You ready?
Theo, you can say it, but look at this comment.
Hold on, wait, I'm ready. Wait. because I don't know how true this is. Leslie Jones reminds me of this sister that I was stationed with in the Marine Corps in 87, 88, 89 in Memphis. Her name was Tony Hawkins. And when I look at Leslie Jones and I remember Tony Hawkins, they look exactly alike. And somebody got to tell me, because I'm like, I know what Leslie Jones' bio says, but I really believe I was stationed with her in the Marine Corps in 87, because they the same height. They the same build. They the same skin complexion.
I don't think Leslie Jones was ever in the military.
Huh?
I don't think Leslie Jones was ever in the military.
I think that's a lie if it's the same person. We lie all the time, right? I think if that's the same person, then that's a convenient lie. But if it's the same person, no. We were both in the Marine Corps. We were. I'm gonna see though. Not even 2 beers and 6 shots is making that right.
No, this one I got up on the screen.
Leslie Jones was great in The Woman King. Man, come on, man. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I'm like I said, man, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, man. I'm just
Hey, like they say down south, bless your heart.
You know what? You ready? I got a nice little out for me in regards to the whole Leslie Jones situation. Her butt ain't big enough.
Okay. I'll go with that.
I'm gonna take that.
I'll go with that. Sure.
I'm gonna take that out right now.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. Her butt ain't big enough. All right. Okay. Yeah. That was she big in the mug, wearing knee braces and things, but her butt ain't okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that one. That's how I tap out. That's how I hate. It's 2-hour mark.
Is it?
Well, man, yeah. I think we, we're gonna come back at y'all and everything like that. We like
reviewed the book. We reviewed the book. We did what we were supposed to do. I just want to make sure we didn't get into a whole bunch of other stuff and we didn't do the review.
Right.
So, yeah, this here is something me and Theo working on trying to do a little more often because we noticed y'all enjoy it when we team up. We enjoy it when we team up. So, I mean, yeah, we gonna try to look at doing this a little more often. I ain't gonna give you no dates. I'm kind of type of cat, man. I might hit Theo up and be like, yeah, bro, let's go do it live. Be like, all right, bam. And we just pop up. You know what I'm saying? Or I could do like we did and advertise it and give y'all a chance to get the popcorn and tell a couple people and then pull up. But either way, y'all gonna know what's happening before it happens because we want y'all to rock with us. It ain't gonna be no party without y'all.
Ain't no telling, we just happened to get this whole Jonathan Majors thing, so we was like, what can we do with it and everything and make it informative but enjoyable at the same time. We did have the comic books and everything like that, and I apologize and everything. I know y'all might be like, with Theo, what have you been doing comic book reviews and everything like that? D-Real can attest to y'all. The comic book reviews help. They don't necessarily move the needle like lives do and everything like that. Lives move the needle a whole lot more when it comes to YouTube analytics and everything like that. So it's going to be something that I'll continue to do. But as we grow the channel and we move forward and everything like that, it's live that move the needle as far as your analytics go and everything like that. And if it's about promoting the channel, getting people over 1,000, myself, D-Real and everything like that, then we got to look at what we can do to move the needle so that we can get over 1,000. Because we get over 1,000, that's when the information that we share, the stuff that y'all are more comfortable with us talking about, that's when that gets out to more viewers and everything like that. So we got to do what we got to do.
That part, what Theo said, if y'all want comic reviews and action figure reviews, and you gotta look at them, because I mean, I know it's a core group of people that fool with our comic book reviews and our action figure reviews, and quiet as kept, action figures is a whole nother demographic, but I mean, that's neither here nor there. But at the same time, if y'all, at the risk of sounding like a broken record, if y'all like the reviews, if y'all like, us doing the action figure thing, Tell people about it. I mean, just like y'all, like we do a Black Panther video and you post it on X or you post it on Twitter, post it on Instagram. Do the same thing with that action figure video, so it get more traction that way. People start coming and watching it, and you change the algorithm. So
exactly, because when we sit up there and we look at let's say me and D-Real do a comic book review, that comic book review can sit out there for 2 days and only have like 30, 40 views on it. That's not a good look on your algorithm. That's not. And as opposed to when we do a live, whether Darren does a live, I do a live, or we do a live together, that video will sit out there for 2 hours, and that video is already at almost 100 views. That's a live. Well, YouTube is looking at that, but what is YouTube going to promote faster? The video that's almost at 100 views over 2 hours, or the video that's barely at 40 views for 2 days? YouTube is going to promote that video that has the most views. So me and Daryl as content creators, we don't necessarily want to work our regular 9-to-5 jobs where we could be radio show hosts. He already is a radio show host, but to get paid for it as a full-time job, to be working for radio stations such as Cumulus and everything like that, Daryl and I sit back and we look at, as far as knowledgeable people, comic book, action figures, movies, music, and everything like that, we feel like we could be paid full time for this. We could do the interviews with actors and actresses and executives that we aren't necessarily getting from other places and everything like that. But we got to be recognized first.
Hey, ain't 500 where you can start monetizing when you're up at 500 subs?
Didn't you get monetization at 4? Didn't you already get notified?
It's at 500.
500, okay. It's at
and
5,
I am 9 away.
5, 8, and 1,000. When you're at 1,000, that's when you start getting commercials on everything. Like, I just got sent paperwork in the mail a couple of days ago for my Google AdSense. I had to update my information. Now, mind you, YouTube is doing what they can to push, because they're like, hey, we're gonna make sure by when you get to 1,000, everything is already set up for you to get paid financially. But it's the steps across the way. So, and I look at, and that's why me and Daryl be talking and everything like that. It's push-pull. He pushed me, I pull him. And that's the way that's gonna be. Like, I don't care what anybody say. I told him before stuff popped off this year. I told Daryl last year, I said, if I'm rocking with any celebrity, it's you. So if I'm rocking with an actor, it's the dude, it's him. Because he ain't never let me down. It ain't never failed or whatever. He keep me grounded. He let me know what the real is. He's always a phone call away. He will call and talk to me. It's a trust that's been built. So when somebody say to me about steel sharpens steel, iron sharpens iron, I got that already. But that was built over trust, though. That was built over time. So that is what that is.
Okay, and Kamoyo, that's the best compliment you ever could have paid. In reference to monetization, we doing it without selling our souls, and I never will. And I always tell y'all, man, I am not doing this because I want to get rich. I mean, if that comes, don't get it twisted. I'll take the money. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, but that's not. I'm here, man. Like I have to tell the truth, because there's too many people on here lying their ass off. You know what I'm saying? So it just tell the truth, man. Just tell the truth.
I think that was the thing, man. Coming into it saying, well, I want to do this and I want to do that. And then you sit back and you look around, you're like, wait a minute. The cats that you was looking at to tell it, to know it, to own it, they wasn't doing it. And you sitting back like, wait. I can't let y'all do that, man. Like, damn. I do it. And then you come across other people, yourself, Mr. Smith, Gabo, Machiavelli, media and everything like that. Even the cats that don't necessarily interact with us anymore, we know how we came across one another and everything like that. It's like, nah, man, we got to keep it consistent. Like, if Bruce got his vote, Hal got his vote, Barry got his vote, well, where's T'Challa's folks at? Okay, well, we ain't gonna just be T'Challa's folks. We gonna be Aurora's folks. We gonna be John Stewart's folks. We gonna be Chadwick Boseman folks. We gonna be Chris Williams folks. We gonna be the Letitia Wright folks. I know we give her hell and everything, but we gonna be Lupita Nyong'o folks, Tiana Paris folks. We got y'all covered. We gonna tell y'all what the real is. Y'all might not like it at the end of the day, but damn it, if you're leaving money on the table, you gonna know why.
Exactly. Look here. We about to dip. Theo, stay on and holler at you real quick after we take off. But we getting ready to bounce up out of here in the stream, and I'm gonna cue the music.